The message arrived at 2:17 a.m. It did not ring. It did not vibrate. It simply appeared. On 8 different phones, in 8 different rooms, the same text illuminated the screens with a date that didn't belong. February 5th, last year. There was no rush to open it, not because they didn't see, but because each of them felt a familiar weight tighten their chest, the kind that comes when something from the past finds you before you're ready. Chan was the first to read.
It was only a single line.
If you read this, it means we failed. That was all. No signature, no explanation. But Chan closed his eyes as if he'd just heard a voice he knew too well, echoing within him. Miho set his phone face down, palms shaking slightly. He didn't need to read it to know. Changbin let out a short, dry, nervous laugh. "No way," he said quietly, though no one could hear. Hyunjin simply stared at his bright screen until it faded to black, certain that if he touched it again, something irreparable would shatter. Jasung deleted the notification, then desperately tried to find it again. It was still there. Felix shivered with a cold that had nothing to do with the room. Sungmin read it twice, the second time slower, as if trying to find a mistake, a crack in reality. Aiden did not open it. Not yet. He knew that once he did, there would be no going back. There was a day nobody spoke about, not because of any promise, but because no one found the words. It too was in February. It was cold. Someone had said, "We'll talk tomorrow." They never did. At 3:40, with no texts, no calls, no pact, they all arrived. The same room, the same dim light, the same careful spaces between them, as if their bodies held memories their minds tried to forget. Did everyone get it? Chan asked. Silence answered. No need to confirm what they already knew. "It says it's from a year ago," Sungmin finally said. "It isn't," Miho replied. That day, nothing happened. The lie fell flat. They all remembered what had happened. Nobody had dared say it aloud. Felix's phone buzzed, this time truly vibrating. "You promised you wouldn't forget." He felt the breath leave his lungs. "There's more," he whispered, just before the others' phones shuddered with the same pulse. Each buzz a beat of memory, a demand for truth. Images, uninvited, flooded back. Sharp words in the hallway. A door slammed too hard. The final words spoken without care. And, worst of all, the call they never returned. The chance they let freeze, unspoken, as February's silence settled between them. "Whose message is it?" Ida N finally asked. Everyone knew, but none could speak the name, because to name it would be to accept something even heavier than guilt. "We said we'd fix it later," Jasung spoke, voice tremulous. "We said a lot of things," Changbin replied. The message didn't accuse. That was the cruelty. It only stated a fact. They had failed. Right before dawn, one final message came. "February doesn't forgive. It only reminds." Then the silence, thicker than before, settled over their devices and over them. No one cried. No one yelled. They only recognized, in that heavy hush, that some things don't break when they happen, but later, when they're left unhealed, festering in the cold. At 6 o'clock, the sun began to rise. Outside, the world remained unchanged.